Welcome back to Purushwadi, day 2 of my visit to this beautiful village. If you missed part 1 from that vlog, then do watch that before this video to know how my day unfolded. You may also watch the Bail Pola Festival video, which was the main purpose of my visit here. Now let's continue with part 2 on the second day in Purushwadi village. Good morning. It's day 2 and look at the views I have woken up to. Let me give you a quick tour. This is the house that I'm staying at, and behind me here, this is a little... Okay, you'll have to excuse all the cocks crowing in the background. It's morning. So this is a small outhouse they've made where they burn the wood fire to make water hot or anything else. Inside, of course, in their house they have gas, but the other house that I visited earlier, they use the same kind of wood fire inside their homes as well. And this here down is their stables where they have their cows and bulls. That there in the background, okay, yeah, that one. That is the washroom. And okay, behind this here, I will just show you in a bit, is the bathroom, which is just a small little shed made. Let me show you the bathroom where I'm going to be taking my bath. Let's go. That is the washroom. So yeah, the dishes are kept there to wash, but now she will move it out, and this is how you take a bath on a stone. This is the water tank where the village gets their water supply, but yeah, water is limited and people have to fill like this and keep. The village is still further inside, so I'm going to take a walk around. This is a raincoat which they use while working in the paddy fields. So it's made out of bamboo and they wear it on their heads. The sun is finally up. So typically mornings in a village are a busy time. Feeding the cattle, milking their cows. Most of the houses here are of mud, tiles, grass, stones. इकडून जाऊ ना चहा नको आता नंतर पहिला आंघोळ करते मग नंतर चहा घेणार. The neighbor was inviting me for tea. She says lots of people have come here to do shooting. They come and they take pictures. There the goats are going for a morning walk, off to gaze. So you can see the village is typically buzzing a bit. She was surprised that I came alone. She asking me, whose house are you staying at and how many people? So I said, I'm alone. And she's like, alone you came? I said, yeah, I came for Bail Pola. This is some more houses, the little narrow pathways, all houses clustered close together. The village is small. There are few houses here. See, this is a mud house. Guess I've come to the edge where it's full of... Oh wow, look at the views here. Let me just turn around and show you the views. I'll give you a full panoramic view And this is the village behind me. A lot of families have their toilets like this outside. Now I'm going back from the other side, so I'm doing a kind of full circle around the village. Here there are, this pathway is kind of concreted, the rest is all just mud, and you have to constantly watch your footing because typically you will find cow dung and poop. So yeah, I mean, you're living in, you're in rural area, so with a lot of cattle around. There's some more houses down there. I've come back to the beginning of the village where yesterday they had the Bail Pola event, which was in the little courtyard there, and that's my car parked in the background. And here are some kids off to school. Let's see, kids going off to school. So now I'm walking back to my host's house, which is up there. That's a buffalo mooing. I decided to head out first and then I'll come back and have a bath. So Suresh got here and now we're going on a drive. Now ideally we would have walked to that place, it's about 10 minutes, but I want to go somewhere else further. But you will see that as we get there. It's time to get back into my car and go for a short drive. We have to go on a small hike, a little trail. All paddy fields everywhere. The skies are blue. It's very pleasant even at this hour. I love looking at the clouds going through the mountains like that. Oh wow. Look at that. That's the river there at the back. Now this river is called Kurukundi. It starts from about 10 kilometers ahead and it's absolutely unpolluted, and it's the main source of water for the village and for their farming. So they are heavily dependent on this river for all their water needs.
कट जाता है, हाथ भी जख्म हो जाती है। हाँ। तो इसका पन्ना निकाल के इसको ऐसा एक करके इसका जो जूस है वो हाथ पे लगाते हैं तो फिर जख्म ठीक होती है, वो खून बहना बंद हो जाता है.
Okay. They depend even on plants which grow wild like that, which are loaded with medicinal properties and are used as natural remedies. So now we're going to take a walk on the dam. Up ahead it seems there's a village called Balthan, and that is how this dam gets its name, the Balthan Dam.
तो संजीवनी बोलते हैं क्योंकि ये हमेशा कभी मरता ही नहीं है, मतलब ये सूख जाएगा पर वापस पानी मिलेगा ना उसको तो वो जिंदा हो जाता है. सरल जगह. Yes.
Yay, my natural tattoo. This is fresh turmeric. So this is the season when it grows. So you can see that white flowers there, those tiny flowers. Apparently in 1972, when there was a drought, the villagers, how they survived was eating the root of that vegetable. This is the outdoor bathroom, the cow shed. That's where they heat up the water, which is the outdoor chula. And now let me give you a quick tour of the house. That's all their grains which they have taken out from their farm and stored. So it's one large room. That is the kitchen, and this is my room. And there's my favorite, the Purushwadi. So today in the morning, of course, I made my own bhakri. That's the one I made. And she so sweetly made a little bit pitla just for me. See that? So this is like the traditional thing, pitla and bhakri. Really good. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I just had my brunch, which was my breakfast and my lunch. So now I'm off to do some activity to see how they, grind their flour and stuff like that. Yeah. This is the school. Let me quickly give you all a glimpse inside. This is the school for like KG, how we would call nursery or KG. The villagers call it Anganwadi. Pretty colorful and nice. So that was the Anganwadi. Some kids playing there. After this, I will be going to Rajouri, which is on my way out. That's the next. It's actually the market or the town where the locals go to buy their stuff. And it's about 13 kilometers from their village here. Because there's nothing here that you can buy. There are no shops, nothing. So locals have to travel 13 kilometers to the nearest market to get all their supplies.
सांप काटेगा
हाँ
तो इसका जो मूली है
अच्छा
नीचे का
हाँ
वो खाते
अच्छा
खाते ठंडा पानी डालना है
अच्छा
यहाँ से गर्म पानी निकल जाएगा
ओके
तो उसको हम नहाने के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं ओके धोने को और खाना भी बनेगा इसमें खाना भी बन जाता है
Oh, see, it's instantly coming out hot. That's like instant heater.
वो इसमें डालते फिर इसको घुमा के ऐसे है फिर यहाँ इसमें से ये नीचे गिरता है वो पूरा सब फिर इसको कूचा बोलते इसको फिर इससे जमा करना है काट ला
Jessica, काय सांगते येते मुंबईला नाही me to leave the lovely village of Purushwadi, and now I'm heading to Rajouri, which is the town which I mentioned earlier, about 13 kilometers from here. So I'm going to just buy a few things and generally just see the marketplace and also show y'all. So come on, let's head to Rajouri now. I'm in the town of Rajouri now, and I've come to this shop called Sai Prasad, and they are very famous for their pedas. Now I have had the pedas, but not from here, but the pedas from here go to Bhandardara, and that's where I have had them. Whenever I visit Bhandardara, I always pick up the pedas. So if you're ever going to Purushwadi or if you come to the town of Rajouri, stop by this shop and definitely get some pedas. They're absolutely yummy. See what I just got. So these are the bulls. They use them even for puja, and we used to make these as kids. These are made out of mud, and that's why I wanted to get some. Most of the shops were sold out because Bail Pola was yesterday, but I was glad I managed to still find these. So cute they are. I just stopped to give this lady a lift. Now since yesterday I've been giving people lifts, and she was afraid to come and sit in my car. She was very apprehensive. So I told her there's nothing to worry about. I do drop people, but they're not used to seeing people like me offering lifts to villagers. But yeah, it's something I learned when I was in Kashmir. My friend first made me stop and give someone a lift, and since then I do it often. But of course I first look at the person before I. So yesterday I gave lift to 2 elderly ladies, and there was a little boy also with them, their grandson. Yesterday I stopped and gave another man and his son a lift when I was heading towards the village. It's not the safest thing to do, but always look before and you know, go with your instinct, and that's what I do. Now I'm going to drop her to the nearest village. I am back on the road and heading home, leaving behind all this beautiful, lovely green landscapes. I'm definitely going to miss it. Monsoon in Maharashtra is truly magical, and the paddy fields are always a delight to look at. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and my short visit to the Purushwadi village. Now, if you plan to ever come here, you will need to get in touch with Grassroots. I will leave a link in the description box to their official website and their contact details. Now, there are a lot of do's and don'ts when you visit the village. Don't expect luxury. Trust me, if you're someone who's looking to really enjoy a rustic experience and something very different, then I would highly recommend it. But if you're someone who's always used to enjoying fancy hotels, luxury, then this is not for you. But if you want to really see what farmers, how they live like, how simple their lives are, then this visit is definitely highly recommended. I think you will learn to appreciate, you know, what our farmers do. And one more small request today: when you sit down to eat your meal, just remember a farmer who has toiled for hours in fields like this. Say thank you to a farmer who's put the meal on your plate today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to watch the previous vlog, which is on the Bail Pola Festival, the main reason why I came here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and well, I'm back on the road heading home sweet home. I'm definitely going to miss these landscapes for sure, the beautiful lush greenery of rural Maharashtra. That's it from me. This is Merlin, the gallivanting soul, signing off from Purushwadi. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.